I'm Kris Hagan. For those who don't know, I've been a language coach for many years. In my career, I've taught a wide variety of people, from famous singers and radio presenters to doctors, uni students, and yes, even desperate housewives trying to find an English lover. I've finally decided to share my thoughts, tips and tricks with the world. Also check out my YouTube channel if you want to see my ugly mush. So let's kick off this podcast with a great jingle.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock, sharing all his English tips. Kris
is an anagram of risk.
Kris.
Hello, and welcome to the 6th episode of the second series. This morning I received a nice little early birthday present from my parents for my 40th birthday, which is the 16th of March, for all of those who never remember. In fact, the past 2 years, a couple of my friends have forgotten. Hopefully you're listening to this so you feel guilty a little bit. But the gift was very, very nice, apart from the fact that it's a t-shirt which says vintage on the front of it. So if I'm vintage, what are my parents? Now, I don't know if you know, but today England has eased its third national lockdown. But what have they actually said England can do now? So what's different? Well, a few of the things are all schools and colleges in England will start reopening. Good news or bad news, it depends if you're a student or a teacher. Students and staff will still have to wear face masks when they can't keep the social distance. And students and staff will have to take a COVID test twice a week. But don't worry, all these tests will be provided by the schools. Are children still studying from home in your country, or are they back at school now? There's many people complaining about why we keep going in and out of lockdown. Just yesterday when I went to the supermarket, there were groups of teenagers or people in their 20s, let's say, younger than me in comparison, all without face masks and all huddled together around cars in the multi-storey car park. I saw two groups of about 20 people. Okay, there are rules, but if nobody's there enforcing them, then obviously people are not going to follow them. So who is to blame? The public or the government and the law enforcement? I'll leave you with that thought as I introduce our first guest.
She's from Australia,
Koala.
or is it maybe South Africa? She doesn't know either, but one thing's for sure, she makes business English sexy.
Like a kangaroo.
It's Kelly Lawrence.
Kelly's back, as you can tell from our wonderful jingle. So today I wanted to ask Kelly, I thought, okay, you've done about the interviews, you've done about the lift elevator pitches, but what can we talk about when we're in front of the coffee machine with our colleagues, if we don't speak English?
Yes, this is a very good topic, Kris, because it's very common, the situation where you have to make small talk with maybe an international colleague from England or from Australia, from America, and they can ask you some questions that will really confuse you. And this is just very native ways to ask you how you are, for example, or how things are.
So expressions that confuse people who are not English.
Exactly.
Okay, not simple expressions like, what's the weather like?
Exactly. Or how are you, for example. No one's ever going to ask you, how are you?
No, because I'm quite ignorant. I never ask people. I don't really care, really.
So instead, the question that they may ask you is, how's it going? Or how's it all going? Okay, it doesn't mean that you're going anywhere.
No.
They're not asking where you're going. They're just asking you how you are, but more generally, so about how things were yesterday, the day before that, or since they last saw you.
So it's general, not only this, literally this moment, it's not actually now.
Exactly, and they may add something as well. For example, how's work been going? How's your week been going? How's that project been going? Okay, they just want to know how that is, how it was in the past, and it's something to get a bit more information out of you. So if they ask you, how are you, which they won't, you respond, good, I'm fine. But if they ask you how you've been going or how you're going, they want more information. They want to know what you did yesterday, they want to know how the situation is in your life, basically, or in your work life. Okay, so remember this one and don't freeze. Very often in lessons, I start my lessons with this question just to watch the reaction of my students.
Evil Kelly.
And I've had some really funny responses. For example, people say, I'm not going anywhere, I'm here.
Are you sure?
Exactly. So also remember that this one is pronounced in a lot of different ways. They won't say, how's it all going? They'll probably say, how's it going? How's it been? How's going? They may even miss the whole middle part, okay?
Also, can I just interrupt you a little second? Remember, in English, we also use the weak form. So maybe we won't say, how have you been, we'll probably say, how have you been?
Exactly,
Because
that's
been
true.
becomes been when we're speaking naturally in the weak form. And so you might hear a bin and think they're talking about where you put your rubbish. So you have to
Exactly.
be very careful.
And if you're going to Australia, it's not going to be that simple. It's going to be how's it going,
And go.
which is completely different. It's a very, very common expression. We use it everywhere. So it's not even just in business English. You'll hear it if you visit the country at least 10 times a day. How's it going? Like
And-
this. They just want you to say, good, I'm fine, things are good.
So they don't
That's
want
the
they don't want
answer.
your life story, just basic.
No, this is a greeting. This is like hi in
It's like
Australia.
we, in some of our lessons, we've taught students, how do you do? In English, the response is, how do you do? And people said to me, but you don't use that in English. It's true, we do use it. We do actually use it. I've taken students to England and they've actually witnessed people saying, how do you do? And they were like, you do really use it. So if somebody asks you, how do you do? The response is, how do you do? You don't say, I'm fine.
Exactly. It is a bit old fashioned, I have to say. You won't hear it in Australia, but perhaps in England from
look.
someone's granny.
On me. Yeah. Also, if you go to some places like Liverpool, for example, they don't say, how are you? They say, are you all right? But with a Liverpudlian accent is, are you all right? And it's a little bit more difficult to understand.
Exactly. And if you feel uncomfortable about these questions, don't worry, because we all do. This is something that really changes among countries in the English-speaking world. So, for example, an American that comes to Australia is also super confused when they hear someone say, how's it going? Okay, we're all confused by it, so don't feel bad. For example...
Was that your American accent?
No.
Australian?
This is my Australian one.
Okay.
I'm a bit out of tune with it now.
Yeah.
But another one, for example, that really confused me when I first started working with English people from England was when they asked me if I was okay. Because in
you're
Australia,
okay.
for example, this means you look like you've been crying, you look like shit. And they want to know if you're physically okay, if you're not suffering from something. So my answer to the question was, do I look like I've been crying? Is everything all right?
Maybe you do. Maybe that's why they're asking. Hey, it's difficult
Maybe.
English to understand whether we're being serious, it's literal, or if it's just a general question because we're not really interested and just want to ask you.
Exactly. And so if you feel really uncomfortable about these questions, you don't know what's going on, don't worry, we also don't know.
Just
across
smile
cultures.
and answer your phone as if somebody phoned you.
That always works.
Okay, thank you, Kelly, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Now we love business English, sure thanks so.
Okay, now we've got a little quiz. Ooh, are you ready? How do you spell the word private? Private. How do you spell it? Okay, the spelling, as we all know, I'm sure, is Private. So now, tell me, which of the following words has the same pronunciation for the letters ATE as in the word private? I'm not going to say the word, I'll spell it, because if I say it, you can tell immediately which word it is. So the first word is CULTIVATE. So this is the first option. The second option, TRANSLATE. The third option, UNFORTUNATE. So these are the three words. So which one has the same pronunciation for ATE as in the word private? The third option, unfortunate. So the first two options were cultivate and translate. Because remember, when we have a verb that finishes with ATE, the pronunciation is 8, like the past tense of to eat, or the number that comes after 7 and before 9. So private, unfortunate. They both have the ut pronunciation of ATE. Now, as you may or may not be aware, private and privacy both begin with PRIV, but have a different pronunciation in British English. So we say private and privacy, whereas in America they say private and privacy. They keep it the same. Private, privacy, British. Privacy, American.
Jonathan, talk to us about food around the world. Jonathan, Canadian, their best export after Justin Bieber.
Jonathan's back. Hello, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm very well today. Very well.
Good, good. And so what are you going to tell us about today?
Well, how do you feel about horses?
I love them. They're beautiful animals. Ride them regularly.
Oh, really? You're
Yeah.
an equestrian.
I have all the outfit and everything. And my whip.
I understand. Yeah, I can imagine you with the boots and the crop and all that. Very good. Very good.
in your face. Nothing. It's fine. Go on.
In my fantasy.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about eating horses?
It should be illegal
Why is that?
because it's a pet.
I would eat a cat.
You
Wouldn't
would eat a cat.
If it was delicious.
Get out.
I would eat a baby seal. I would eat a dog. I would eat a horse.
You're a terrible person.
So one of my favorite dishes, of course,
It's horse, I'm guessing.
horse tartare.
Ah, okay.
Even better. It's raw horse. There's not really much to say about this dish. It's usually served with an egg and maybe a little bit of citrus just to get things going. But I wanted to ask a British person, because I know in the UK it is quite controversial, this idea.
Yeah, we don't eat horse. In fact, in a couple of years ago, maybe God knows how long now, burgers from one supermarket were all recalled because they found horse meat in it. England went crazy.
Was that an accident or was that a prank?
I don't think it was an accident. I think the company decided to kill horses instead of cows.
They could be cheaper perhaps if they're already lame and beyond their years.
Yeah, but a horse is a horse. It's
Of
cute.
course, of course.
Horse and Mr. Ed. We're old, we understand who that is. No, you shouldn't eat a horse. I think it should be illegal. In England, you can't eat a horse. You can't find it anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, you can't
This is
find
probably
horse
my
in a
favorite thing
restaurant.
about Italy is you can find horse everywhere. In fact, I was shocked the first time I came, and I had a salad with a cured, shredded horse meat.
Ah,
thing.
the stringy thing. It
The
looks like
stringy
pieces of
thing.
like shoelaces.
Yeah, it was wonderful. It just the little hit of salt and the unique flavor of the horse. It's just delightful. It's just really, really nice. And my favorite thing about the Italian language is the use of the vocabulary, because it's not a horse. It's it's the equino. It's this extra upper class level thing. Only lords and ladies eat their horses.
Hey, see, no, I wouldn't. No. Once though, I did actually feed it to my parents and didn't tell them it was horse, just to see, because they eat meat. So if you eat meat is meat. When they were here, I decided to cook horse. Didn't tell them. And after my mother said, "This is delicious," I went, "It's horse." She stopped immediately, and she wasn't very happy. My aunt ate it as well. She finished it though, I think. Yeah, she didn't cry. No, she ate it. She thought it was nice.
Fantastic. I love it. In Canada, it is quite controversial because half the population, or the majority of the population, being from the English settler background, but then the other half, the French part, they're a little more open to...
In France, they eat horse, I think.
I imagine so, but at least in the French part of Canada, they do.
Well, they eat snails, so I mean, I'm guessing they also.
Oh, we should talk about snails.
No,
Anyway,
disgusting things.
so there
It's like
were
snot in a shell.
there were protests outside of a French restaurant in downtown Toronto because of this. Great, huge, sustained weeks on weeks and weeks of
Horse
public
protests.
shaming and these horse lovers protesting. And of course, the restaurant thrived. Everyone wanted to be where the controversy was.
Of course, yeah.
So
if
horse
they could get
tartare
in.
on the menu every time, I would highly recommend it.
But would you, if you had a horse as a pet, would you still eat it?
If it were delicious.
Would you eat your pet?
I mean, if it died of natural causes and the meat was healthy to eat and good to eat, yeah.
So you'd eat it after.
Yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way to kill my horse to eat it unless I were starving.
And if you had a cat?
Yeah, again, if it were legal, I would definitely try to eat one once.
A dog?
I've already said I would, Chris.
No, you've already said you would, but I'm saying if it's your pet.
Yeah.
No, it's different if it's your pet. I know you said you would eat it because you seem to be a cannibal, so you eat everything, it's fine. But if it was your pet and you'd had it for 7 years, you grew affectionate with it like a child.
I'm just trying to imagine the pets that I've had as a child.
Yeah. Never had a cat or a dog.
One was quite well marbled, I imagine. She was a little plump, but sturdy, so it wasn't all fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would eat Trixie.
Poor Trixie. No, it's terrible.
A cute little German
You're a
schnitzel.
terrible person.
There we go.
A German
A
one.
Schnauzer schnitzel.
You're a terrible person. Okay, I think we'll leave it there for this week before I vomit everywhere thinking of Jonathan eating his pet. Was it a dog? Yeah, it was a dog.
A dog.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
Cheers.
Education. But don't eat horse, it's a pet.
And now we're hungry. Thank you.
Now, this week, I think I've had about 12 hours sleep in total, thanks to San Remo. Have you seen the show? Did you watch the show? Do you even know what it is? Well, it is the song contest, like a little Eurovision, but only for Italy. And it has many, I say this word loosely, famous Italian singers. I say loosely because some of them are mega stars and some random. If you've seen the show, you will know my little in-joke there. And some of the singers couldn't hit a note. It was quite painful, screeching, choking, sounding like they were in pain. One singer was even enjoying herself too much with the microphone. Not gonna say who, but if you watch the show, I'm sure you'll find out. The winners are a band that I like. Fine, okay. But there was Ariza, my favourite, and she, in my opinion, deserves to win every award on the face of the earth. Also Noemi, but sorry Noemi, I prefer Ariza's song. Not seen it? Go and check it out online and let me know what you think.
Introducing Mimi Melendez, mixing cocktails from Miami to New York. People blame her for getting legless just cause she mixed it. She didn't pour it down your throat.
No, she didn't.
Remember to leave her a tip.
Mimi's back. Hello.
Hello.
What are you going to tell us about today?
Something fun for you guys.
So alcohol.
Something that everyone aspires to have.
Alcohol.
Something that everyone should have.
An electric car?
Not exactly.
Okay. I need my drink filling up, by the way. But
Service.
the service is terrible.
By the way, never snap your fingers at anyone to get their attention. That's totally
You just
rude.
did.
That's totally rude.
Unless you're in France, garçon. They probably like it.
They already hate you anyway,
Yeah,
so
they hate everybody.
That's right. Anyway, we're
Vive
going to talk
France.
about a home bar.
Ah, good.
Essential to
I want
any
one of them.
home.
I want the globe one that you open. Looks
Oh,
really,
yeah,
really
yes,
British.
I've seen that. I prefer the little cart that I can go around.
Like a trolley dolly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very offensive. Don't call them trolley dollies, call them flight attendants. Hey, I'm old.
There's a flight, what is it, a stewardess?
No, flight attendant. In
Yeah,
English,
that's the new.
politically
that's-
correct.
That's right.
For
that's
today.
right, excuse me.
Tomorrow's probably different. Go on then. Home
All right,
bar.
so
Tell me.
home bar. We're gonna talk about everything you need to set up your own home bar. So obviously, a home bar?
You need a home first.
Not necessarily.
I know.
I mean,
you do it in someone's garden.
home bar is the first thing you should be doing before you even think about anything else.
Oh, before IKEA.
Before home.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we should call it mobile bar.
Okay.
Anyway, you know, of course, that if you want to have a bar at home, you want to set something up that's going to be really nice. You don't need all of the tools of the professional trade, but there are certain things that you're going to have to get in order to be able to make the basic drinks. All right, so let's get started.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, you need a shaker.
Okay.
You need a shaker. Actually, there's a couple
That
of
metal
types.
thing that rusts.
What?
The metal thing that rusts.
That's right. If you get a good one, it doesn't rust. So I suggest you splurge a little on a good shaker. My suggestion is to get the Boston shaker, which is 2 parts, and it's very versatile and it's really good and efficient.
So I'm writing this down now so I remember.
Good. You
Boston
write it down.
shaker.
Okay. You might want to get also a mixing glass to go with that shaker. That goes
It's
really well.
expensive,
You
isn't it, and a
can.
mixing glass.
It's worth it. It's an investment in your alcoholism. Number 2, a jigger. The jigger, no one ever can
Jigger.
remember the name of this. It's that little metal thing that measures
Oh, okay, I have one.
the alcohol. Good.
I didn't know it's called a jigger.
It's called
Okay.
a jigger. So I know that a lot of people consider it something that like newbies use or inexperienced people use, but it's a great way to train yourself to be able to pour properly. And anyway, good mixologists always use a jigger to
But I never
ensure-
use it, I just stick it in the glass. I put litres of everything.
Well, it sounds like you need a little practice then.
A little.
Okay, so the next thing is a strainer. There's a couple types of strainers out there, but the Hawthorne strainer is probably the better one.
Is a strainer the same as a sieve then? The same thing as for flour?
No, it's not.
It's
So
different.
actually, that sieve that looks like the flour thing is a different kind of strainer. But yes, you can use it to strain out certain drinks that have bigger or even smaller solids. The Hawthorne strainer, which is my preferred one, it filters out some things like ice or bigger pieces of fruit, but not like pulp. So it really depends what kind of cocktails you're making. I feel like the Hawthorne strainer is a little more versatile than the other ones. The next thing you need is a bar spoon. It's great to measure, but it's also perfect to properly stir a drink.
Okay.
All right, so how you stir a drink really does matter.
Not with your finger.
No,
Not with a knife.
No.
So it's a long spoon then.
It's a long spoon. Some of the spoons, and it's usually twisted. It looks like it's twisted, and there's a reason for that. So it facilitates the stirring.
Ah,
and
okay.
you should only be using sort of like your hand to
A wrist action.
do that. Some special wrist action that takes. Bar opener and wine opener. Okay, these
beer
obviously. I'm sorry.
A bar opener or a beer
Bar
opener?
opener. I'm the bar opener. I open the bar every morning.
I understood what you meant though. I don't
No,
understand
thank you. No, and I completely forgot. What I meant was beer opener and wine opener, okay? Most people have these at home, but if you want to have a proper home bar, you need a beer blade or one of these like metal pieces with a little beer opener thing on one side. It's not the other one that looks like a I don't know, like a Q or an O with a tail. The wine opener, make sure you get a double jointed wine key or a corkscrew. That one works best. And finally, the muddler. This is great for...
So that's something from Harry Potter.
It could be if Harry Potter was over 21. It's actually used to smash fruit or bruise herbs and other solids for cocktails. Or you can make some great non-alcoholic drinks too with this. So make sure you get your bar stocked with all of these essential tools.
I will do. Let's go shopping now then.
Let's go and let's buy you a good shaker.
And a jigger. A new jigger. I want another jigger.
One that doesn't rust. You just want to say jigger.
Jigger.
Let's get jigger with it.
See. Thank you very much. See you next week. And we're not even drinking. My God.
Oh, not yet.
Mimi Menendez, a mixologist.
Now, one thing that is obvious is that men who go on stage or in front of a camera wear makeup. At Sanremo, for example, I think there was more makeup on Achille Lauro than on all the other singers put together. But I was having this discussion with some of my students. Remember, discussion is not an argument, it's just a conversation to exchange ideas. No shouting involved. Unless you're talking to my dad, and discussions usually turn into arguments about politics. Now, do you think men should also wear makeup in their normal day-to-day life? K-pop is everywhere now, and all their stars, both male and female, wear makeup out and about 24/7. One of my students said that they liked the fact that men looked after themselves with a bit of tinted foundation to cover up any blemishes, but didn't like the lip gloss on their lips, while another said that he wears makeup often when he goes out so as to not look blotchy, as he has red skin, like me. In fact, I wear a bit of makeup daily, as I have very sensitive skin which goes red in a second like a tomato. What's your opinion of men wearing makeup? Send me an email or a message on social media to let me know your thoughts.
Now it's time for Laura, say to you via Skype. She's at home in Nashville, couldn't find a flight. Laura likes to listen to the radio, but when it comes to music she prefers it live. Laura, give for 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 Laura, Laura, give for Laura, give for Laura, give for Laura, give for.
Hello, Kris.
Hello, Laura.
How are things going in Milan now? I heard that you guys were on lockdown again. Is that still happening, or is that better now?
No, it's not better because people are not following the rules. We're in deep orange now.
I am so sorry for all of my friends who are going through this. I feel a little guilty for telling you how excited I am to have received both my Moderna vaccinations for COVID-19.
It's not your fault this country's slow.
We will all be caught up soon, and then we can all travel again.
Looking forward to it. I can't wait to get out.
Speaking of travel, this may not surprise you, but one of the things that I'm the most excited about will be getting back out to see live music.
Can you imagine? After all the things you've told us so far?
Do you feel like it's worth it to get out? I mean, have you personally noticed a difference between listening to a band on recording versus live? What do you feel like the differences are?
The buzz of the band, it's totally different. You feel the energy of the people.
Right. I don't know a single successful band who sounds better on a recording. There's just a difference acoustically and physically standing in a room watching a band play from listening to them on a recording.
It's totally different.
Listening to recorded music has several drawbacks despite its convenience. Putting a record on a turntable is nostalgic, but it also offers a different listening experience.
Yeah.
A vinyl record provides an analog signal which is less distorted than digital music. CDs, which are, I guess, now waning in popularity, and streaming services provide great convenience. You can listen in the car, in the house,
everywhere,
through the phone,
on the toilet,
through all kinds of headsets of varying quality. So there's a lot of variability to the quality of the signal. Plus, digital signals are compressed more than analog signals, and compression distorts sound. But a concert, when you attend a live show, it's a whole immersive experience.
360 degrees.
Most people attend shows with friends, which increases the joy and the emotional impact.
I'm going to go to a concert on my own. No.
There's that great sense of anticipation when you attend a live show, whether you're with one person or 5 people or 5,000 like-minded fans for a great show. You're standing there waiting for it to kick off.
The build-up.
It's like a club you're all part of.
An exclusive club just for us.
Even research has shown that people's moods are significantly improved by live music. And then once a show starts, the music affects you physically in addition to the emotional effects. You may feel the kick drum beat in your chest. I remember I went to a concert once and literally could feel the kick drum in my sternum every time. I was a kid and not wearing earplugs.
But that was good.
So I probably lost some hearing at that show. But it's a physical experience that I shared with everybody there. Some research has shown that attending concerts actually reduces stress hormones.
I should go to
And a
more.
study specific to cancer patients found that live music increased vigor and relieved tension in the patients in comparison to recorded music. So there's a difference.
Also with health benefits then, it seems.
And what's it worth to us to get this fix of joy and wellness? I, for one, cannot wait to go to a show.
Yeah, me too. I'm coming.
There are several coming up in Nashville and the surrounding areas this spring. And now that I'm vaccinated, I'll be willing to go. Masked up, of course.
Yeah, let's hope they're not cancelled. I hope they're still going on.
What's happening in Milan? Is everyone able to get their vaccination?
Some people I know, the ones who work with kids, have managed to have vaccinations, also doctors, things like this. Me, no, not yet.
Are shows starting back up yet?
Sadly, here in Milan, a couple of live clubs have actually closed. It's quite depressing. There are some concerts, but I don't know how they're doing them, to be honest.
Well, hopefully there'll be more soon.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
I saw recently that Spirit de Milan had a performance.
They did, yeah. But I don't know how that worked, to be honest.
That's very close to you, where you work and live. But what's the farthest you've traveled for a concert?
I drove from Manchester to Spain for a concert to see David Civera.
Wow, that's a long way.
Yeah,
I
it
haven't
was.
heard of him. Was it worth it?
The atmosphere was very good because, Spanish people are crazy.
Was it a great show?
From what I remember, yeah. But I don't know if he still exists anymore. I think he's probably disappeared now.
Technically, I have gone from one country to another and seen a concert by Anita Camarella and Davide Facchini, very near Milano, in fact. But I didn't actually travel for the show.
Okay.
I bet you've never heard of the band whose show I traveled the farthest for.
Who? Tell me. Probably not knowing you. Go on.
A couple of years ago, I went to California, 1,970 miles away, for the CD release shows of a blues rock trio called Porcelain Hill.
Never heard of
They were releasing their album Vintage, and I flew all the way across the country to surprise the band and attend the show.
It's destiny. I'm wearing a t-shirt now that says Vintage 1981 for my birthday. I apologise for not knowing who these people are, but I will go and check them out immediately.
Yeah, if you haven't heard of them, do yourself a favor.
Will do.
Porcelain Hill is killer. They've toured the US, toured the UK, and played a few shows and festivals in Europe.
Right.
They haven't made it to Italy yet, but
Not
I'm
yet.
hopeful once all this calms down and people get to tour again.
Yeah, you never know.
But for now, everyone can listen to them on all the streaming services.
Spotify. etc.
And then look them up on their website, www.porcelainhill.com, and on social media.
After chatting with you, I'll go and look them up immediately.
Yeah, you should.
And let's hope for a concert here soon as well then.
If they do make it to Italy, that will be a double excuse to travel over here for another show.
There's always a bed here waiting for you. Not warm, don't worry. I've not been sleeping any first.
I'm so excited. Let's all get ready for a safe return to live music and traveling.
Not only for the music, but also because I need English food. But yeah, we also need live music in our lives, so we need the concerts to start again.
Yes, and here's to doing that sooner rather than later. Thanks so much for having me.
My pleasure, and we couldn't do it without you.
Have a great week.
You too, and we'll see you next week. Well, we won't see you, we'll hear you. Why do I say I'll see you next week? It's like in English when we say I'll see you later, but you don't actually want to see them later. But Laura, I do need to see you soon, so let's hope this COVID thing clears up very quickly.
Now we know something more about music. Thank you, Laura.
Now, I definitely will go and check out this Porcelain Hill, and also you do the same thing. Obviously, I couldn't do it straight after speaking to Laura because I'm in the middle of recording my podcast. So remember to check out Ariza, Noemi, and Sanremo, and let me know your thoughts on men wearing makeup, and specifically to our male listeners. Don't forget to let me know how much war paint you don when you nip out to the shops. See you next week. I said see you again. Speak to you next week. Jingle!
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock. Shining on his English lips, Kris
is an anagram of risk.